One of the main reasons why I love Resident Evil so much is because it features so many different types of female characters that aren't necessarily clones of Ripley or Sarah Connor. You know, some of them aren't fighters and some of them are, and I like that Resident Evil represents different types of women, and I would like to show these women some love today. Here's my top 10 RE females. This might be a very unpopular opinion, but I really like Ashley from Resident Evil 4. I love her sassy attitude and I hope she'll make an appearance in Infinite Darkness. I'd also like to say that the Ashley hate train never really appealed to me, and it never really made sense why so many people hated her for being helpless when she's literally like the president's daughter. She's not going to know how to fight monsters.
Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude! And I don't believe there's any relevance with my figure and my standing. Who are you?
I love Maura Burton. I think she's super cool and I love her spunky attitude. She makes me smile whenever I play Revelations 2 because she's super funny. She's also pretty good with kids, and I think that's a trait she's inherited from being around Claire so long. Speaking of Claire, Moira reminds me so much of Resident Evil 2 Remake Claire. Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil Revelations 2 would have been in development at around the same time, so I wonder if the teams creating the games were in contact with each other. That'd make sense why they act so alike. I'd also like to say that I hope we get to see Moira Burton very soon. The reason why I love Helena Harper so much is because of the memories I associate with her. I remember when Resident Evil 6 came out and I was mesmerised by her beauty and badassery. I loved the way that Laura Bailey portrayed her. She created a strong, yet caring character. I hope she returns again, and I hope she's played by Laura Bailey. I also think that it's complete bullshit when people refer to her as a poor man's Claire Redfield.
What are you two gonna do?
Finish Simmons.
There's information on here that could stop the C-virus. Simmons wants it.
Thanks. I'll put a call into FOS, get you some protection. Now move!
I love Sheva Alama so much. She's super cool, and I don't think people understand how important it is for a Resident Evil game to include a person of colour as a protagonist. I wish Capcom would do this more often, as they're pretty good with representation. I hope Capcom will acknowledge her again and give her another chance in the series. I feel like Sheva not being in Resident Evil 6 was a big missed opportunity.
Chris, Sheva! Use those!
Ready, partner?
Locked and loaded.
Suck on this, Wesker.
Your time's up, you son of a bitch.
I like Rebecca a lot. She's super cute and she's been with us since 1996. I definitely think she's a character that deserves more screen time. I was pleasantly surprised to see her in Vendetta. I hope the rumours of her being in Revelations 3 are true. Her and Jill deserve a comeback. The Woman in White, the Overseer, the Bitch. Alex Wesker is one of my favourite Resident Evil villains, and sometimes I find myself liking her more than her brother Albert. I think out of all the villains in the Resident Evil universe that are still alive, Alex is the one that is most likely to return. And her appearance in Resident Evil Resistance makes me think that 10 times more. And I strongly think that she'll be in Resident Evil Revelations 3.
You came all this way just to say goodbye? Oh, I'm touched. It's already done. I've conquered fear and earned the right to become a god.
from behind that glass so I can choke a god.
All that remains is one final test. One last threshold to cross.
Is she even listening to us?
My brother's escape was death. And soon, it will be mine as well. I will share in his fate, and then I will surpass him.
What are you trying to do?
Escape.
I know a lot of people don't like Mia Winters, but I do. I actually love her. I think she's the most interesting character in Resident Evil 7, and I'm happy that she's returning in Resident Evil 8. I hope she survives Resident Evil 8, and I hope that she eventually gets given her own game.
Mia, how?
There's no time. You have to get out of here and find her. Here, take this.
What? Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Saving your life. You need to go. I won't be able to resist for much longer.
No.
Now go kill that little bitch.
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress. Ada Wong doesn't show up often, but whenever she does, everyone is happy. She's one of the original badass female characters that opened the doors to the rest of the female characters in the series. I'd love to see a Resident Evil game that revolves around Ada Wong and her backstory. She's so shrouded in mystery that there's so much we don't know about her. I hope Capcom changes this in the future. But regardless, Ada Wong is an amazing character and I love her.
Hate to break it to you, but you're nothing but a cheap knockoff. At best.
Claire Redfield is one of the greatest Resident Evil characters ever. She's kind and caring, but also tough. I'm so happy that she's returning in Infinite Darkness because she's one of my favourite characters and I love her so much. I always love it whenever she shows up and I cannot wait to see her and Leon's relationship explored once again. I'd also like to say that I really want a Code Veronica remake.
Oversee this, bitch.
Jill Valentine is my favourite Resident Evil character, and my favourite video game character, period. She is, in my opinion, the strongest female video game character ever. She opened the door for strong female characters to be introduced in the series. She's a badass, but she feels very relatable, and she's very sympathetic towards those around her. Jill Valentine, in a way, and this may sound very sad, but she's kind of my best friend. She's been such a huge part of my life. And it makes me sad that Capcom is so neglectful towards her character. Please, Capcom, listen to the fans when we tell you that we want Jill Valentine back. She's not just my favourite character, she's a lot of people's favourite character. Show her some love. She started the series.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Sadly, this video is going to have to come to an end. It was super fun making it and I hope you guys enjoy it. Please support the people whose clips I used in this video. Their links are in the description below. Bye. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and helping me grow. I hope you all have a great day and I wish you the best in these troubling times.